and welcome to Discernment Meditations with Delores, the pastor's daughter. To begin, please bring kind awareness to your mind, to your body, and to your spirit. Today's meditation is entitled Enhanced Meditation for Discernment Through Deep Breathing. To begin, let's usher in a gentle awareness to envelop our mind, body, and spirit. Today's meditation invites you to delve into the profound realm of deep breathing. When was the last time you truly contemplated the rhythmic dance of your breath? Are you aware of the inherent power woven into each inhalation and exhalation? This meditation unfolds the layer of significance that deep breathing carries, exploring its effortless influence on our nervous system, a realm often untouched by conscious thought. Within you lies the capacity to consciously guide your breath, shaping the tapestry of your autonomic nervous system. This intricate system unfolds in three divisions, housing two prominent components: the vigilant sympathetic nervous system, orchestrating the fight or flight response, and the serene parasympathetic nervous system, renowned as the rest and digest system. In moments dominated by the sympathetic nervous system, breath tends to be rapid, shallow, and fleeting, often breeding chronic stress and anxiety. In contrast, invoking the parasympathetic nervous system results in deliberate, slow, and profound breaths, ushering in a calm equilibrium amidst life's storms. Through intentional practices like deep breathing, you hold the key to temper the dominance of the sympathetic system and amplify the influence of the parasympathetic system. Embark on this exercise with the intent of deepening, lengthening, quieting, and slowing your breath, all within the confines of your comfort. By weaving this into your routine, you bestow strength upon the parasympathetic nervous system, pacifying its vigilant counterpart. So let's embark on a brief practice. Find a comfortable position and softly close your eyes or keep them gently open. Inhale effortlessly, then rest your hands upon your belly. Deliberately guide your breath to explore profound depths, focusing on its depth, length, quietness, and slowness. Let this exploration unfold gently and organically. There's no need to coerce your breath. Immerse yourself in deep breathing for a few more cycles. Gradually return to your natural breathing rhythm. Specific breathing techniques wield the power to diminish the impact of the sympathetic nervous system by fortifying the influence of the parasympathetic system. This, in essence, tranquilizes the fight or flight response, ushering tranquility to both body and mind. Thank you for your mindfulness. And thank you for tuning into Discernment Meditations with Delores, the pastor's daughter. I love you. And remember, you are important to me. I need you to survive. Please like, share, and subscribe. And have a discerning day. Bye-bye for now. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hey, look at y'all in here and on time. Okay, look, won't he do it? Got y'all up this morning. How are y'all? How was the meditation? Did y'all enjoy that? Something good to get you started this morning. Go ahead and get your supplies together if you don't have it together yet. And let's go ahead and get started with our writing session this morning. With this QR code. Okay, you guys. Hey, y'all. Good morning. All right, what we got today? I've already put in the chat. Let me see. Our writing prompt for this morning. So you should have that. You should have that in your in the chat right now. Okay, so you'll be able to see the writing prompt for today to help just guide you along the way this morning. So if you're following along, we are in chapter 2 of the Tell the Truth Daughter. But let me do this first. All right, today is February 25th, 2026. Let's turn the page here. All right, what's our quote for the day? Let's see. February 25th, 2026. Now is the time. Now is the time. Get up. Okay? Y'all see what it says? Now is the time. Get up. Let's get to writing this morning, okay? Because now is the time. Now is the time. So chapter 2 of the book, y'all, we are in our first full official week of these writing labs, the Tell the Truth Daughter writing labs, where we go live at 6 a.m. Central. And we write for 2 hours. If this is your first time here, we do 50 minutes of focused writing sprints, 2 of those, okay? 2 50-minute focused writing sprints, and we do 10-minute movement breaks in between, okay? So that's what we do over here because we are moving forward in our writing goals. I actually got this idea from a content creator and author and just all around wonderful entrepreneur called Dan Coe. And you guys can find him on your social media as well. But he talked about the 2-hour writer, and that's what gave me the inspiration for these live writing sessions. So for chapter 2, where we left off was what discernment gives you, okay? Discernment gives you focus, accuracy, self-respect, emotional grounding, a sense of purpose, and a clear, steady voice. Okay, which is something that you really need when you're talking about telling your story of your past, your experiences, what you've been through, the lessons that you've learned. You want to do that with discernment as your beginning point, your midpoint, your ending point, every point. Okay, discernment needs to be your focus. Why? Because it gives you focus. So discernment is the skill that keeps your writing honest without becoming hostile. Okay, there's a difference, and sometimes it could be a little bit of a fine line, right, between you telling your story, speaking the truth, and it's borderline, where people perceive it to be hostile, but you want honesty to be your grounding force here. So it asks 3 questions, right? Discernment asks 3 questions as you're writing and you're being honest in your writing. What actually happened? Okay. So what actually, that's pretty straightforward, right? What actually happened? What did I understand at the time? What do I see clearly now? And so that leads me to the writing prompt for today, which is to list the patterns, at least three, okay? At least three patterns you see clearly now, okay? So what do you see now that you didn't see before? That you have that clarity now that you didn't have before? That matters. That matters in your experience, that matters in your lessons learned, that it matters in how you write about that experience now, how you perceive it now, how you live your life now, even, So what are those three patterns that you can see now that you could not see before? All right, now, we are already 10 minutes in, so let's go ahead and get started writing. I'm going to go ahead and cue up the our timer here, which I should have already had done, but I'm getting it done now. Getting it done, y'all. Getting it done. All right. So I'll go ahead and share the screen with y'all now. And again, y'all, we are using a timer from Million Reason. This is a site that has a lot of really great timers that we can use. For us, the 50-minute timer works perfectly. But if you would like to have some different, length writing stints on your own time, then that's a good site to go to get some really good timers. Okay, y'all. All right, let's get started writing. Hey y'all. Okay, how was it? How was that last writing sprint? It's time for us to get up and get moving. Okay, we've done one 50-minute writing sprint, so now it's time to get up and move around for 10 minutes. Okay, just 10 minutes. That's it. And then we're going to do another writing sprint. But just let me know. Y'all let me know in the chat how how was that last session for you? What are you working on? Um, Are you going through and doing the prompts today, filling out or answering the question that is in the chat? Um, I'm going to start doing that as well moving forward, is giving you guys the writing prompt in the chat. I tell you the writing prompt at the beginning of the video, but it'll be easier, I think, if I also put it in the chat. So that way, if you don't catch it at the beginning of the video, like let's say you're a little late getting here. Why you late? Okay. But let's just say you're late getting here and you don't hear the prompt in the beginning. You'll be able to see it in the chat. Okay. Also in the chat is a link to grab your copy of the Tell the Truth Daughter Manual. That's this one right here. It's the first part of the trilogy, the Tell the Truth Daughter trilogy here. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and grab that. It's in the a link is in the chat, as well as a link to all of my wonderful pharmacy products. I still have on last night's makeup. Okay, I'm gonna admit it. Look at your girl. Okay, and it still look good too. It's low key trifling, but I know y'all not judging me over here, child. Okay, it won't be the first time we've done it. Okay. Have you ever got your makeup done so good it was like, I'm not about to wash it off right now. I've only had it off for a few hours, girl. I'm leaving it on. Okay, I'm gonna get the most out of this look. And we have such a really good primer that my makeup pretty much stays in place, even though I slept on it. I don't sleep on my face, so that's a good thing. I only sleep like on this much of it. So usually if my makeup gets messed up, it's only right here or right there. So, and that's an easy fix. Okay, just an easy touch up, which I didn't do any touch ups this morning, y'all. I just got on here. Okay. It's one of those mornings, honey. I think most mornings are like that, though. It's like, it's the morning. I don't consider myself to be a morning person at all. Okay, at all. Y'all, even when I was in the military and we had to get up at old dark 30. Okay, still, nope, not a morning person. And I think I low key was kind of hoping that the training and stuff, just the whole lifestyle, having to get up early was gonna make me like getting up early. Nope, it doesn't. That's not how that works. Okay. You know what? And while I'm standing here vibrating, okay, I'm going to put some of my paprika and chili balsam. Y'all know I love to put this on my hip. Okay. Y'all know my left hip is the one that gives me the most problems. So the other day I went to the chiropractor, which was great. Okay. I told y'all the chiropractor is like the only doctor I've ever really gone to that I feel better before I even leave their office. Have y'all had that experience too? Do y'all believe in chiropractors? I know there's a lot of people who don't believe in them, who just are like, they feel like it's bad for your back to get adjusted like that. I don't know, y'all. I'm definitely a firm believer in chiropractor treatment. Okay, definitely. And then when I first started going, y'all, my body was so out of alignment. I think it was like maybe not a full inch, but nearly an inch difference between both sides of my body. Like, can you imagine like your body is so off that like you could visibly tell a difference between where your feet are, like the height difference on both sides of your body, y'all. That is crazy to me.
but it totally happens. And especially like you probably notice it when you're just standing there and like you end up leaning like on one side mostly, especially if you lean and then you have like that the side that you're leaning on is up and the side that you're not is kind of down, but you're still, it's like that is what actually makes you lined up. Do y'all understand what I'm saying when I talk about your body being misaligned? Like imagine these are my feet, okay? And like he could tell by the way my feet are laying that my body is just like that out of alignment. Meaning that if these are my feet, then that's like my hips as well, right? So this is my hips, and my hips are like this. You know what I mean? That's crazy. But you'll be surprised at how many of us have, like really bad back issues. And then like I would get bad headaches and stuff like that. And that would be fixed with a chiropractor adjustment, y'all. Can you, can you believe that? I don't know. It's crazy to me to think that you can get rid of a headache, or you could get a headache, first of all, from your back being misaligned or, needing an adjustment, and that your headache can actually go away from being adjusted. That's crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me making a big deal of those things, but I mean, when you just really think about it, just like on a basic level, you just wouldn't think that, getting your back adjusted would cure a headache, or not being adjusted, your back being all misaligned and out of whack could cause a headache. That's interesting. So, but you'll be surprised at how interconnected your body is. And especially when we're talking about writing and, speaking about our trauma and stuff like that stuff can really, manifest itself in your body. And so it's important to, like, if you have access to these types of therapies, like, take advantage of it. Go to the chiropractor if you're able to. Not everybody's able, y'all. So, if you're able to, go and get it done, get adjusted. You'll be so surprised at how differently you feel, and how easily it is, how at least a little bit easier it would be to sit here and have these live writing sessions, or have your own writing sessions that don't end in you being in a lot of pain, because that's how it was for me. Like, just to sit there would just, it would cause me a lot of pain. And so, I use those therapies, but I also use, chili and paprika balsam, and I also use a Flexeril or a pain relief if I need to. I use the tools that I have available to me, and I suggest y'all do it too. And that goes for anything in your life. Not just when we talk about just medical stuff, but mental health, spiritual health, financial health. We have resources available to us, but what we might just need to be resourceful, and go out there and take advantage of what is available to us, to help improve our lives. And that's what I hope that you're getting out of these sessions as well, y'all. I hope that you're seeing this as a resource that, you could be structured in your writing process, and that you could be moving forward in no time at all. I mean, think about just dedicating 2 hours a day, 2 hours a day towards your writing goals. And then when you look back on this, we're just in, official week 1, remember we had a 0 week, and this week, officially started week 1. Is like, you'll be surprised. And when you look back on this, let's say next week, the week after, and you're like, I've been consistent with these 2-hour writing sessions in the mornings, and like now I can see like my book is really taking shape. My business, my author business, my coaching business, because these types of things, like when you write a book, y'all, that turns into a lot of other things. Writing a book gives you so much credibility, but you have to write from a position of discernment. Discernment needs to be your foundation, y'all. It has to be the beginning, the middle, the end, everything in between, okay? I can't even stress that enough. because I wrote a memoir, y'all. That's how I really realized writing my story made me realize how gifted in discernment I truly am. And so, I can't really stress it enough that it's important that you write from a place of discernment, especially when you're telling the truth. Okay, you have to be discerning about this process, y'all. You got to be smart about it. You got to be wise. So let's go ahead and get started on our second session. If you're being consistent with us, you've done a 50-minute writing sprint already, and you've done one 10-minute movement break, and we're going to do that one more again. Okay, y'all? So let's go ahead and get started writing. All right, y'all. How did we do? Yeah, we did that. Listen, we did that this morning. It is February 25th, 2026, y'all. This is day 3 of our second week, our first official week. We had a 0 week. This is week 1 official. And we are halfway through. We're over halfway through the week. We have 2 more days this week of our writing sessions, 6 a.m. Central Time. Let me know where you're writing from. Where are you in the world right now? What's your time zone? Like, what time is it where you are, child? It's 8 o'clock. It's 8:06 here. And y'all, we did that. Like, we did that. We should be very proud of ourselves for accomplishing what we did today. I don't know what exactly you had as your goal for writing today. If you were able to do any of the prompt, or if you had your own goals in mind, and you just stay focused on your own prompts or whatever. That's fine too. Just let me know in the chat. How are these sessions working for you? Make sure that you like the video on your way out, and make sure you share with another daughter. Y'all, these sessions will be better, okay? And even though we're not doing a whole lot of talking amongst ourselves, these sessions will be better when you know that there are more daughters on here, especially when it's one of your homegirls, one of your girlfriends. Tell her, hey sis, listen, 6 a.m. Central Time, weekday mornings, we're going to be here writing. We're going to do our 2 hours. Or let's say that you can't tune in live, okay? Call your homegirl and be like, hey girl, we can't tune in at 6, but we can tune in at 4, right? So you can catch the live from the previous morning at 4 a.m. whenever you're available to do it. Let's say it's midnight where you are, and you can do it like tonight, is a better time for you. Come back to this video and just act like you're live with me right now. You know what I mean? Like, who knows the difference? Nobody. Okay? It'll only be different if you make a difference within your own mind. Okay? There's only difference. But you could totally do this on your own time. Just come right back to this video or a previous video, a previous video. Okay? Because now at this point we've got some videos under our belt now. Okay? So y'all can go back to it and just watch it as if you were watching it live. Stick to the same time frames. 50 minutes of focused writing, 10 minutes of a movement break. Get up, walk in place, do some sit-ups, some push-ups, get on your vibration plate, do something to keep your body moving. Get up and do a line dance or 2, In 10 minutes, you got time to do 2 line dances, okay? And I know I'm a whole line dance instructor too. So make sure y'all do that, and then come back and tune in to our live sessions whenever you can. Also, if you need to just do something on your own, there are timers available over on Million Reason. That's the channel that we're using for the timers. So y'all, they have a bunch of timers on there. Right now I'm looking at a 4-hour and 30-minute timer. And then they've even got some that have the 50 minutes and the 10-minute break in between. And they do that for like 3 or 4 sessions. Well, this one is a 2-hour one. And this one is for deep study and focus. So y'all, y'all can do this on your own too. I want y'all to be here with me, obviously. But if you can't be here with me, do it on your own. Just make sure that you are making progress in your writing goals, okay, y'all? I'm telling you, you would be so surprised at how much you can accomplish just 2 hours a day. 2 hours? You can't find 2 hours in your day? I know you can. Even if you have to break it up, do that. But you will be surprised at how much progress you can make, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I don't really have anything further to share with y'all, except I will see y'all back here Same time, same channel, same queen, honey. Okay, and we will do this again in the morning. All right, I see y'all. I love y'all, and remember, you are important to me. I need you to survive. I love y'all. Bye bye for now.